Hi, it's me again. Welcome to Channel Slevin Views. My name is Slevin, and I will be reviewing the Star Wars Bad Batch series, season 3. So, we got 2 episodes this week. I thought we were going to get 2 episodes last week, but we actually got the 2 episodes this week. So, we got episodes 10 and we got episodes 11. We got episode 10 is called Identity Crisis, and episode 11 is called The Point of No Return, I think. I really liked Identity Crisis. It really was very slow paced, but we got a lot of information out of that one episode. During today's recording, I am going to be opening up 2 Star Wars Black Series Stormtroopers. The first one is going to be Rex. I don't know why I started saying that. Rex, real MVP. He ran with Anakin. He ran with Obi-Wan. He ran with Mace Windu. He fought. You know what I'm saying? He fought with a lot of Jedis. This guy is goated. And then we have Tech. I want to honor Tech because we lost him last season, and he was a very vital member of the Bad Batch. So we're gonna open these 2 today while I'm doing this video. Okay. So let's get started. So with Identity Crisis, we start off with a little bit of back and forth between this planet somewhere with this furry ET and her kid, and then we go back and forth from them to Tantiss. If you remember Tantiss is that lab, that secret lab where they're experimenting on clones and, you know, trying to do this M count situation. So the furry family, you know, the baby, you basically ends up using the Force. He was playing with his toy, and, you know, it got caught somewhere in between this vase, and he used the Force basically. Then we switch over to Tantiss, where we see Dr. Carr talking to Rampart, Dr. Rampart, and she's basically, you know, she wants to assume the position of Nala Se's role, which is chief scientist. And so then he goes, all right, well, let me walk you through, let me update you on Project Necromancer, right? So within these 5 minutes, right, of this episode, we learned I took away 2 vital things. The first one, we're going to go back to the furry family and the Force situation. When the surrounding crowd saw that the baby used the Force, some of them, you know, they didn't even want to say the word Force. Like, you get to see how it is for Force wielders post the Imperial takeover. It's very dangerous for them. Very dangerous. They can't really do much, you know? It's very hard for them to move around if, you know, especially when they don't really realize, especially if it's a baby, you know, like it's hard to hide it. And then you see how dirty they are when it comes to reporting the baby, because, you know, you'll see a part in this episode where one of the aliens reported the furry Force wielder for a couple of pieces of credits. And then we learn in Tantiss that one, they're using kids that have high M count for experiments, and then also 2, we learn that the M count cannot be replicated, but Nala Se figured out a way through Omega. So Omega's blood is a binder that's proven to be compatible for midichlorians, I guess. You know what I mean? I must just say, it has to be midichlorians. It has to be. Like, that's what Anakin's blood was, you know, mostly had. You know, that's what all Force wielders have the most of when it comes to wielding the Force. Midichlorians. So we learned that, you know, Omega doesn't really have like Force powers, but let's see what Star Wars science, you know, they can figure something out as far as how to get her to wield the Force if she has blood that's a compatible binder. That's basically proven to be compatible with midichlorians. I'm gonna say it. So then we fast forward to a little bit where, like, you know, Dr. Carr is, you know, I guess playing her role. You know, she's playing her role. She's doing her experiments on these kids, and you can see that she's getting somewhat concerned about how the Empire is going on about Project Necromancer. So then we go back to the furry family, and the mom gets, this is actually pretty cool. I like this. This is Rex. He got some guns, by the way. Pew pew pew. But yeah, this is cool. I wish it was bigger though. Pause. I wish they were bigger, but it's cool. I'll survive. Let's see if I can. My mat won't let him stand, so I'm just gonna put him to the side. So we get back to the furry families, and we see Cad Bane. Cad Bane pulls out one of my favorite bounty hunters besides Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. I would say fine, the Mandalorian as well. Even I don't consider him much of a bounty hunter, even though he is, but you know how that goes. This is tech, guys, tech. So, and this is how it came as well in the box, giving mummy. But anyway, so then we see Cad Bane pull up on a furry family, and he, you know, puts the mom to sleep, you know, and then he takes the baby. He checks the baby to see if the baby has high M count, and he takes the baby, and then he throws the snitch, a couple of like credits. Like, bro, was it worth it? It was a baby. Was it worth it? You ugly. It was an ugly alien that reported him too. You know? So, all right. Now we get back to Tantiss, and we see that, you know, like I said, we see Dr. Carr just not really feeling what's going on. She's not feeling it. I can see she's not feeling it. You know, as kids, you know, I think she has more of a heart like Omega does. So when she sees like that Nala Se was in charge of all of this, and you know, like she goes to Nala Se, she goes to talk to her, and she's like, yo, like, did you know there were kids that was, you know, did you know? And she was like, well, that's the way of the Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no choice in the matter. Yeah, we gotta listen to them. They are the rulers, you know. But you know, she basically, like, the conversation pretty much ends with Dr. Carr being a little conflicted about her choice of career. And you could just see it in her face, and the way the conversation ended as well is like, you know, Nala Se tells her like, you have the power to figure out these kids, figure out what you can do with these kids, you know, help them out. And then we also learn Dr. Carr's first name, which is Emery, and Nala Se would know that because Nala Se created her and created Omega and created the Bad Batch. How you like them apples? So, oh, that's cool. What is all of this? Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. All his little gadgets and stuff. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that's really cool. And my boyfriend got me these, and I'm just like a big kid. I bet you this is the helmet. So, yeah. So Rampart is talking to Tarkin, and he's like, yo, what's going on? You're spending a lot of money on, you know, on this project that you're working on. Like, what's going on? And he's like, well, this is a secret project for the Emperor, and, you know, Emperor Palpatine, he approved this, and, you know, I'm doing what I gotta do, you know, and I need more money. So what's up? So Tarkin is like, yo, you better make sure that this goes through, because if you fail, it's done. You're done. You're it's clipped. So once he gets off the line with Tarkin, he calls up the special ops stormtrooper that's been given the Bad Batch hell. This guy's up. So he calls up that special ops, and he's just like, yo. Then he lights fire under him. He lights fire under that guy, and it's not looking too good for the batch. So that's how episode 10 ends. Then we go to episode 11, which is called to the No Turning Point. That's what it's called, No Turning Point. And we start off with Tex Bay, Fee. I was rooting for them. And Fee's at some planet, you know, recharging and fueling up, but she's actually being tracked by the Special Ops Stormtrooper. And he finds out where she's been, you know, like, you know, he puts two and two together where the stormtroopers, where the Bad Batch has been, you know, he puts it all together. So he, you know, hits up Rampart, or, you know, he hits up the Tantiss base, and he's like, yo, I think I have an idea as to where the Bad Batch is at. And so then they tell him to proceed and to let us know when you're there, and, you know, to confirm whether Omega's there, and if she's there, you know, send the coordinates. And so that's what he did. He saw them on Pabu, and he straight up snitched, man. He snitched on them. It was horrible. Oh, okay, I think some of them go back here, maybe. Let me see. Okay. I gotta look up, oh, okay. It's on the picture. If I would pay attention, I would know. So anyway, I'm gonna put this down because I can't concentrate. So look, the Special Ops finds them on Pabu, and he confirms that, you know, Omega's there, and he calls the people on Tantiss to pull up. He blows up the Marauder, which is the Bad Batch's ship. Mind you, the Bad Batch was packing up to dip because of what Ventress told them the last episode, the couple episodes ago. Like, Ventress said, if I could find you, you know what I'm saying? So y'all better hit the road, Jack. So he blows up, the Special Ops Stormtrooper blows up the Marauder, and they are stranded. The Empire comes in with their battleship and starts sending out a bunch of Stormtroopers all over Pabu, just terrorizing Pabu. And so then Wrecker is knocked out from the explosion. Poor Wrecker. I feel so bad. You know, he's purely muscle, and he got knocked out. Poor guy. And then Hunter tells Crosshair, get to safety, go link up with Wrecker, and I'm gonna find us a ship. So that's what he does. He goes and he finds them a ship. So while he's getting the ship, though, the Special Ops Stormtrooper, savage. He said, what? Oh, you trying to hijack our ship? He shot the pilot in the heart, and the ship crashed into the ocean, forcing Hunter to just let go and get off the ship. But they're still stranded on Pabu. So what are we gonna do? Here comes Omega, thinking she could save the day. So Omega's like, yo, they're, you know, you can see it in her face. She feels so guilty that they're there because of her. You know, she feels horrible. And so, you know, she's like, she tells Crosshair, listen, I'm going to just turn myself in. They're here because of me. You know, I'm just going to turn myself in. And Crosshair is like, no, we got to stick to the plan. Like, nah, that's not what Hunter said. Hunter said, we're going to get a ship. We're going to hijack a ship. We're going to get out of here. And she's like, yo, we got to go, man. Like, I got to turn myself in. This is not fair to them. I got to turn myself in. So they come up with a plan, right? They come up with a plan for Omega to turn herself in. She has a tracker. They're going to find a tracker on her, but he's just going to shoot a tracker on the ship when they take off. While all of this is happening, Hunter gets spotted. And then Crosshair gets spotted. And he's fighting off the troopers while the ship is taking off. And once he fights them off and he tries to shoot, he completely misses. Hunter's at the bottom of Pabu, can't do nothing, just stuck, up and stuck. We'll say down and stuck because he's down. And Wrecker is knocked out still. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's over for him. He's knocked out. And and Crosshair is just feeling like shit because he done let these people take Omega. I know he know that freaking Hunter is coming for his ass. Hunter's coming. Hunter's gonna come and yell at him for that. So, you know, Hunter don't play that, man. Hunter does not play that about Omega. So I don't know what's going on with these pieces. So this episode ends very, very, very tragically. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, we didn't lose anybody, but Omega was captured again. You know, but here's some good news. Omega's gonna be with Dr. Carr. She's gonna be with her sister. Let's see if Omega recruits her. You know, because Dr. Carr is looking a little conflicted. She's looking a little conflicted. So let's see if this would help Omega and Dr. Carr and the rest of the clone troopers in Tantiss, as well as send out a message to Echo so we can get the rest of the clones out. Like, I feel like these next episodes are going to be ramping up. They're going to be ramping up, and we're not going to know what to do. So let's see what happens. Let's see where they go with this. I'm excited for next week, Wednesday. Let's see what's going to happen. And I'm also very nervous for them. So let's see. Anyway, oh, sorry, I didn't even finish with Tech. He's too complicated. That's why his name is Tech. But this is Tech, guys. It's really cool. I got one part of his backpack on. So, this is Tech, and this is Rex. I feel like a big kid. Anyway, guys, I want to appreciate you guys for joining me again on this little Bad Batch journey. I will see you guys soon. I want to talk about Quiet on the Set. Being that I'm a parent, I got a lot of things to say about that. So I'll be touching base on that soon. So be on the lookout for that as well. If you want to like and subscribe, please do so. I would highly appreciate it. And I'll be liking and subscribing back. Anyway, see you later. Bye-bye.